This video will show you how to create a scatter plot in Excel. Recall that a scatter plot requires that you have two interval variables. Collect the data for the predictor variable, or variable that goes along the x-axis, in the first column. In this case, we're going to be working with height. The corresponding observation for the response variable, or variable that goes along the y-axis, should go immediately to the right of the predictor variable, in this case, the weight. This guarantees that the variables are plotted in the correct order on the graph. Make sure you label each of your columns along the top row so you don't get your data confused. To create the scatter plot, select all of your data by clicking in the top left cell and dragging down to the bottom right. Click the Insert tab at the menu at the top, and we'll select the option for scatter plot in the middle column of the chart section down at the very bottom. Notice that the title of your scatter plot is the same as the column title for the response variable. You can leave this alone, or you can change it if you wish. We can further customize the scatter plot to get a better view of the data. Notice that our smallest observation for our predictor variable is 61, but the axis label starts at 0. What we can do is right-click along the x-axis and choose Format Axis. This will bring up a window over on the right side. We can adjust the minimum bound from 0 to 60. This will guarantee that there isn't any additional wasted space over here on the left side of your scatter plot. Note that we can do the same thing for the response variable. Our minimum observation in column B is 110, but the minimum label starts at 0. So right-click on the y-axis and choose Format Axis. We can repeat the same process by changing the minimum bound from 0 to a more reasonable minimum bound of 100. To add axis labels to the plot so that we know which variables we are comparing, click anywhere inside the scatter plot, which brings up these three icons over here on the right. Clicking on the plus sign, we can see the chart elements. Check the box that says Axis Titles. So on the plot, we now have room to label our two axes. Along the horizontal axis, we can change the axis title to height, and along the vertical axis, we can change our axis title to weight, reflecting the comparison between the height and the weight.